Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Beat43210, and welcome back to the continuation of the Taiko World Cup 2021 recap series. Today in this video, I'll be covering the quarterfinals week, as weaker teams start to get eliminated and maps continue to become increasingly difficult. Before we begin, if you do enjoy this video, go ahead and click the like button and subscribe to the channel. With that out the way, let's get into the recap. The quarterfinals map pool was overall well received. You had No Mod 2, which was a very fun tech map, recently seen in CGTS, and was back better than ever to give players a far greater challenge. Both soundtracks in the hidden pool were absolute bangers to listen to. Hard Rock 2 terrified players with its creepy background. Some players had post-traumatic stress disorder flashbacks to the last time they dealt with a Flash God Apocalypse song in a Hard Rock pool for Taiko World Cup. It also featured a blast from the past with Double Time 2's Imaginary Like the Justice, a very fast 280 BPM song, which has been around for at least 5 years. There was some complaints over the gimmick map being way too easy for quarterfinals, some comparing Bluff Liar as a map that was easier than Parasite. While I generally agree, it's hard to compare the two since Parasite was exploitable, unlike this map. It's also in the running for the best background of the tournament, as the Battle of the Dogs raged on, as Funny Dog took on Polygon Dog every time the map was brought up. Personally, I'm a fan of Polygon Dog, but I understand those who think Funny Dog is better, because reasons. The tiebreaker, being at 242 BPM, was one of the fastest tiebreakers we've seen in Taiko World Cup history. Wasn't the fastest, but was certainly the fastest so far in this tournament. It was also viewed to be too skewed against Hard Rock players, given it was quite speedy, but it was a custom map for a Camellia song, so hardly anyone cared. The weekend started with two loser bracket matches, the first being between the Philippines and China. China had an unfortunate start to the tournament after their star player missed out last week. They were demolished by Canada in a convincing 6-0 sweep. The Philippines were decent compared to China, but had a strong opponent in the round of 16, playing against South Korea and losing. Pachaco looked to lead his teammates in Philippines' first ever quarterfinals appearance. He was joined by Finby, Jaime, Ramazi, and the occasional meme master Airy. The match started smoothly for both teams as they were quick to defend their first two picks. A close battle brewed as the Philippines underestimated China's ability on No Mod 4. But Michaelon that does pick up a miss in the streams.
Still holding very strong though.
Exactly. But now as things wrap up to an end. And just like that, China takes the first breakpoint. Down a breakpoint, both sides continued to comfortably hold their own picks. Now they just have to hold on to a very simple finish, and if they can, they will take the point. They're up by about 60,000 points.
Yeah, just a couple of small streams and onto the spinner, and that's it.
And the Philippines set to win by a major blowout, as Otaku's is struggling to pass this map.
Actually, Portugal fails this. Blasters Rise is ahead of J-Man.
Oh, that would be a little bit exciting.
But it looks
I
like
don't think that's going to happen.
Within passing range.
Yeah. So, Philippines will win. I think the Philippines together for now. And dropping first.
Yeah, no dropping those brutal bubbles either.
But Poeji is picking up a lot of 100s and it's actually giving the lead back to the Philippines.
Portugal does pick up another miss though, putting the lead a bit more comfortably over to China's side. And a double miss from the Philippines on that streak.
Oh no. Oh no, and the break's coming up too, so they're going to see what's going on, I think. Being up the breakpoint gave China control of their destiny as they picked Free Mod 2. They were hoping that they would win without going to a tiebreaker. It's important to note here that the Pickems were totally divided between who would win. In the closest result yet in the Pickem community so far in this World Cup, there was a 1.4% margin of difference between the two teams. China being viewed slightly behind in what was pretty much a near toss-up.
We're down to the last 30 seconds, and Plastic Rides has missed. And he has missed big. Close the distance a little, but they're gonna need more than that. If Michael misses, that would be huge.
We're just so close to the end of the map, though. It doesn't look like there's going to be enough time left.
Never underestimate the odds. But it looks like Michael.
Oh.
I almost called it. Oh my god.
If only there was just another 3-5 seconds of the map, that could have been it.
Unfortunately for the Philippines, despite the near last-second curse, they were unable to win against China and was the first team to exit Taiko World Cup 2021. Up next was the highly anticipated match between Malaysia and Germany. Malaysia had a very strong lineup with Celtic rival Zeth, Mugisha, Vanilla Ice, and Jerry, who was captaining the team. They were up against Germany, who underperformed in a very close confrontation with Singapore last weekend. Both teams were quite determined to survive the week, and they put up a heck of a fight to do so.
With all of these dreams still.
Got the 1/3 section. Is anyone gonna miss? Celtic's gonna pick. Oh no! What is that score difference? What is that score difference? That's like 600 points! Oh my god. Jerry is low. Oh, and the lead is gonna flip back. Germany's just gotta hold on till the very end. There's only about 10 seconds left of the map. And Germany's gonna take it right at the very end. Oh wait, I forgot how long this map is.
Malaysia exited the tournament in the quarterfinals, but not before taking some points off Germany with a 6-3 defeat. Moving on to the winning bracket matches for Saturday, we first had the battle between Brazil and Singapore. Brazil had a smooth time defending against Malaysia last week, and were widely viewed to repeat that success again against Singapore. They were viewed as an extreme overdog, favored by 91% of the Pickems community. The match itself wasn't as exciting, as Brazil clearly outskilled Singapore's second player in most of the maps, but they still put up a very close fight in some areas of the map pool.
Singapore's first point, but it's really close to tell. A single miss from Singapore could shift everything.
Yeah, this is one point that we do not want to call early.
Correct. Still, almost over. Should be good. Sechi with a miss right in the end, but it's not enough. And it will be first point for Singapore, indeed. No match point, but look at Blur. I believe that was the only memorization section, so should be over already. I'm not really sure.
The rest of it is just reading.
Yeah, correct. Odson needs to hold on. It's really 100% down to him. The beginner. Oh god, but he completely no-looks, I believe, or that section, entire section, giving it all the way to Brazil. This is over.
Yeah, and each of these little breaks here in those streams, there's actually a repeat of the triple pattern.
Singapore was defeated 6-1 and dropped the losers. Joining them would be the loser of Argentina and Italy. Italy was perceived to be one of the most dominant European teams in the tournament. Ukun captaining the charge along with Coed, Lord Ender, Deku, and A40. They had an easy time dispatching Thailand last week, but were facing a very competitive Argentina, who already was matching their previous best tournament finish, and were certainly fired up to continue that success. And everybody knew that they were both highly motivated to play and had the skill to challenge Italy.
I don't want to call it before, but with the misses on the side of Deku, Argentina starts strong, and this is a 2-0. Oh god, I said it. I had to say it, right? Oh my god, the timing! The timing! No! I had to say it, right? I had to say it. I had to say it. It was just... Look at the act from Refical. 99, like, it's better than both players in Italy. This is just hilarious.
Yeah, I don't think...
Is this the first double S in Noah 3?
Actually, I think it might be this. I
What?
think there's like a 1 or 300 before.
Oh my god, Doodle. Oh my god, Doodle.
Okay, I just hope. I just wait to see those last strings. Yeah,
Oh
that's a
my
double.
god, it's a double S by Doodle! What the hell?
Yeah,
best score ever.
201 miss from Refical.
Q's last stronghold, and there's no combo in Argentina. I had to say it.
Why?
It's so strong, you know? 840 Deku! Both of them! They're struggling until the end. Argentina getting to the 245 BPM section.
Oh
It's
my
actually
God.
capable of shooting it back. And they won it. And they won it.
Vav, how could you?
I don't know, man.
Italy was beaten in a somewhat competitive battle as Argentina took several key breakpoints from Italy to seal their first ever Taiko World Cup semi-finals appearance. Bonus points for doing so while remaining in the winners bracket. It was quite an upset in the Pickems as 10% of players correctly foreshadowed Argentina's upset. The streak of winner bracket matches continued with the United States taking on Japan. Japan was one of the most solid teams in the round of 16 in terms of map performances, and almost everybody in the Pickems community expected them to beat the United States, because you always bet on Japan. The United States was not weak in any particular way, but Japan's accuracy was very strong, and it showed in the last 2 weeks, and it did not stop in the quarterfinals. And you're underperforming against the other 3 players who are seeing a double S. That is the United States right now, which is quite unfortunate too, because those are very good performances.
Oh, Lippy is going to drop on 100, but Japan, I think they're going to have 2 SSs. There's not really any map left, really.
Nope. I don't expect things to change in the final moments
And
here.
3 saying, oh, he's going to drop the SS, and Japan's going to take that. Oh my god. 2 SSs.
Wow. 10 100s from the United States. Not enough against Japan, who have had 0 100s. Both players getting a double S to be picked up as the players accelerate back to the fast section. And now it's just going to be speeding up to the fastest reading of the song. Hold on, players.
RJ dropping quite a bit of 100s there.
Yeah, he's sitting at 99%. Unfortunately,
It's going to change. Oh, RJ's going to pick up a miss at the last section, and I think that pretty much
but
confirms
so
a great
will
team.
Team. And that's closing in, but it's not enough.
The accuracy difference was just way too far. But yeah, if RJ held onto his combo, there could have been potential to make that really close.
The longer that they can hold on, the more wonders it will do for them.
It's Spider-Man! Oh, wow! It looks like this could be a point for the US.
It's like the United States have out-prepared Japan on the gimmick map. And it looks like that they are set to take the point.
And yes, they do. Alright.
United
No
States
sleep.
gets on the board. They defend the pick. The United States did pick up a point after Japan underperformed in the preparation required in No Mod 5. Other than a close map or two, Japan dominated the match and smoothly advanced to the semifinals. Japan's opponent for the semifinals would be the winner between South Korea and Canada. Both South Korea and Canada were running hot in the tournament and were expected to place deep in this year's Taiko World Cup. Both of them also extremely motivated to win the match, avoid the chaos of semifinals, and secure a top 6 finish. With South Korea holding better accuracy on Hidden 2, they were quick to show Canada exactly how competitive they were in the map pool.
They're not going to do anything with that combo gap stopping them, but Baisha now at the 400 mark here.
Yeah, Accuracy's favoring
Oh, it's not going to be enough.
Baisha, but it's not gonna be enough. You're gonna need Oily to drop right at the end, and there's not enough map left. It's a break point for South Korea.
Yet, down a breakpoint, Canada fired right back with a strong performance of their own.
They can't afford a choke. They need these breakpoint. China dropping a couple hundreds, but it's not enough.
The map's
Canada,
still not over.
one step away.
And
From
it's
that-
gonna be.
Oh my God,
hundred
dropping the
Baisha.
Baisha.
Baisha will hold on.
Oh.
Canada will take it. That
They
is gonna be
do
by
take it.
5,000. Less than 5,000. That's 4K. Just one step ahead of Peaceful with the SS.
You really do be vibing in this one.
Oh baby.
No mockery gamer, Baisha.
Canada's
a step
cooking up
ahead.
a storm.
Oh my goodness. And it's not enough less, but it will be an amazing score from Baisha.
After things returned to a tie, both teams were suddenly unable to attack their opponent's map picks.
And not even just peaceful, look at all the 1 million scores. All 4 players have 1 million points right now.
Yeah. Yeah, all of them have done really good. Canada's scores is really good as well. But then
Then it will go down, and that will pretty much seal it.
correct. It's a point for Canada. And things get even more spicy. As we get a 4-4 situation.
Oh boy, and that was
Oh
a
boy,
win for Canada, and they converted it.
Hype it up.
That was until the very last map, as Canada opted to play one of the easier maps in the pool, in an effort to beat South Korea and push things to a tiebreaker.
I'm literally trembling. Janitor, Vaisha, the road to tiebreaker. The
They
road
could.
to finals isn't
No.
over.
No, Vaisha
It's
will
not
not.
double S Vaisha, but it doesn't
Janitor
matter.
will.
We
Janitor-
are having a tiebreaker.
At 5-5, both teams were forced to play the very lengthy Camellia song in a bid to stay alive in the winners bracket.
Korea have this.
Peaceful is being Hercules right now. I probably should be now.
Down goes Vaisha, and that could be it.
It is over, probably. Peaceful. Peaceful. You gotta peace out to Peaceful. It's hidden. He's full comboing the tiebreaker. South Korea.
Peaceful, looking to bring it home in style. He could go all the way, and it looks like he's gonna do it.
He grabs the ticket, and they are going to semifinals.
South Korea, the final team to advance to finals week this week. They will meet Japan in the semis. And Canada played a brilliant match.
In a surprise twist, Camellia the artist himself turned up in the stream chat to hear his own remix being played. He was very thankful for the opportunity to get his song heard in this year's Taiko World Cup, and thanked everybody for involving his music. It was a truly heartwarming moment. At the end, Peaceful capitalized on the mod advantage and followed it up with a dominating result, nearly scoring a double S. With 99.75% full combo, the band single-handedly gave South Korea the victory and secured themselves a spot in the semifinals, as they won with a margin of 85,000 points. The second last match of the weekend was between Thailand and Indonesia. The match itself quickly turned out to be an oddity compared to the rest of the weekend, as most players did not prepare for the pool that well. Some of them downloading the Mappool the day of the match, which led to some very interesting results.
Other than that, it's just going to be a question, can Raitoli hold on? He is the lowest accuracy in the lobby. He is the most likely player to pick up 100s. But Kapdon misses at the end.
And that's a massive miss too. Really, really unfortunate for Team Indonesia there, as Thailand takes the first point.
I have too much faith in this client. But Panamas and King
Ooh.
both misses. Panamas did get the worst end of it.
That was a
Teams.
pretty hard
Oh
miss
my
from
God.
Teams. Whoa, is that a
This
note
is
lock from
pretty
Appa
close.
as well?
I believe there is a bit of an intense finish here, so we'll see if Indonesia can hold on to that very thin lead. But
Panamas missing.
unable to play the ending finishes. Too tired from the rest of the song's challenges, and that's going to give Indonesia a solid hold on their breakpoint. Despite Raitoli being the only player to full combo the song with 2100s, that is really good. Was not enough. 80,000 lead. So it looks like Thailand's going to be defending this pick at this rate, provided that there's no more ridiculously large drops. And it also looks like Panamas will be the only player with a full combo, as he's set to finish with a strong result here.
Yeah, this looks like that is the point over to Thailand there.
Good result by Thailand. They wanted to defend their break.
Despite the wackiness of everyone's consistency in this match, it was Indonesia who came out on top with a convincing 6-2 victory. They eliminated Thailand, who exits the tournament with their best finish yet. After finishing in groups way back in Taiko World Cup number 3, over 8 years ago, they now placed in the top 16 for the very first time. Wrapping up the weekend was the battle between Taiwan and Portugal. Portugal was an extreme underdog by the Pickems community. Their seconds considerably weaker at this stage of the tournament, now that the map pools were much higher in difficulty compared to the start, back in group stage. But Portugal did their best to beat Taiwan.
Yeah,
Portugal.
It's so close. Taiwan looking good though. Monkey D. Luffy 1/100 was. Oh, Shinzo is gonna drop, and that's devastating. Yamawa trades it.
Oh my god, but Shinsu's miss won't help Portugal at all, and I think this is it. Now with Shinsu's missing it once again, it's over for Portugal.
Portugal almost able to flip the script, but Baby Snakes will drop at the end, and that will seal their fate. Taiwan leads it 2-0.
At the end of the day, Taiwan won the match in the only sweep of the quarterfinals weekend, and they did so without much contest. They eliminated Portugal, who surpassed their country's personal best, exiting group stage for the very first time in their Taiko World Cup history. The battle for the top spot in the Pickems heated up as Ethan maintained his lead at 47 points. He was joined by Indonesian Taiko World Cup player Volta, who caught up to him. Mappool selector Rise shares equal third place with Netherlands player Boaz and a Japanese Pickem enthusiast called Nuku. There's a total of 35 players within 6 points of the leader. The semifinals is shaping up to be an absolute killer. You got 6 out of 12 teams who will be eliminated in the tournament's most deadliest week. You got 2 South American teams in the winner's bracket, one of which will be the very first South American team ever to secure a top 3 finish in Taiko World Cup history. You got a very hard map pool, which many people are struggling on. You got scary backgrounds, harder gimmicks, harder maps, and more thrilling matches. And even for the very first time, we're going to be seeing double matches being played. I'll do my best to make sure that the chapters are hidden so nobody has any idea if they look back on this in the future. Keep it a little bit spoiler-free. We got all of that and more to recap in next week's semifinals video. My name is Beep4310, and thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll see you next week as the recap continues.